everybody, welcome back to Strapped for Cash. I am Brenna, and today we are stuffing our first paycheck of September. A normal paycheck for us, plus the $255 that we took out from our savings challenges last week to reallocate into our savings challenges this week, as well as $300 that we made for selling a couple things in the house. So, a nice big one. It is a total of, of course I got rid of it. What is that? Aha, $1,865 is the total. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I already put our cash in here. I double checked our count on the savings challenges money because it was random bills. As well as our money from the bank. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We always start with our mortgage and our bills because they have to be paid. So we are going to do $315 in our mortgage, so 3, 10, and 5. And of course we are starting over fresh from pulling out all of our September bills. So all of those are in the bank waiting to be pulled. Our mortgage already pulled. We're actually through quite a few of them. The big ones are always at the beginning of the month. So utilities today, that's kind of stuck. There we go. Utilities is getting 95, so we'll do 50, 70, 90, and 5. Try and get some of the yucky ones. Okay. Our monthly subscriptions, forgot I need to fix this, are going to get $25. So we'll do 20 and a 5. And then our annual subscriptions always get a 5. So our annual subscriptions, we are now up to 100, 20, 30, 35, 40. So 140 in annual subscriptions. Okay, Verizon is getting, that was already open, 35, so 20, 35. Farmers, which is our car insurance, is getting 45, and then this one actually went up this month, which really irritates me. So there's 20, 40, 5, because it just went up like a couple months ago. So I'm pretty irritated that it's up again. So I don't know. It's not that much. I mean, it's only $176, I think, a month. And I think, you know, like once we kind of pick up, we have paid off a lot of debt and stuff and we're saving more, I'd like to look into what it is just to pay it annually. So I know it kind of decreases when you pay it all up front. So I might look into that and see if that makes a difference, but we'll kind of obviously have to save for that. So we will see. Our Chevy, my Chevy payment today is getting $130. So I don't want to use those nice ones. 20, 30. And this payment is the next one that we're going to go after once we have paid off Hogan's credit card. So our home line of credit is getting $100. And our combined credit cards is getting $190. So 150, Brenna, every time. 70, 90. Hogan's Roth IRA is getting 15, so 10 and a 5. Okay, this one's like really tight for some reason. School lunches are getting 30, so 20, 30. Buffer doesn't get stuffed, and then extra debt is getting 140, so 120, 40. So this was our $400 plus our truck payment. So combined, this is the extra debt that goes along with the $300 that we save for Hogan's credit card. So he always puts in at least $850 a month. And with that trajectory, if we don't add any more than that for the next couple months, that should be paid off in March, is what my spreadsheet says. So we'll see. And so let's move on now to our cash envelopes. Looks like we have some ones, so we'll go ahead and take those out real quick. But Hogan is going to get $30. So we'll take out our ones and we'll just put them up here. I don't have anything in here, so I'm going to put my 30 in here. Our pets, I've got an IOU in here. I had to make change for, we're selling our dining room table. I had to make change for the guy, so I had to pull 50 from somewhere. So this is where I pulled it because it was the first one I found. So I owe change for that. So this is supposed to have 95, but it has 45 in here right now. So I will find change somewhere for that. But in the meantime, we're going to add another $45. So 20, 40, 5, and I will write my IOU, and I will figure that out. They're actually coming back. They didn't pick it up. They gave me the money and then left, and they're going to pick it up this weekend. And they also want the China hutch to go with it, so I should be getting more out of that, which is exciting. Groceries is getting stuff today, surprisingly, and it is getting $50. We'll take the 2 ones out of there and we will add a 50. So it now has 50.65. Gas is getting skipped. Household is getting just a 5. Toiletries is getting skipped. Eating out is getting a 50. Miscellaneous, let's take out that single, and it is getting 10. Family Fun is already open. Family Fun is getting a 10. And prescriptions is getting a 10. So prescriptions now has 20.35. Cool. So that does it for our black binder. Let's move on to our long-term savings binders, or I don't know, long-term cash envelopes it seems to be lately. So travel is going to get a 10. It now has 500 in the bank, 600, 610. Car maintenance is going to get 20. And car maintenance now has 20, 40, 60, 80. Slowly building that sucker back up. Medical is getting skipped, right? Yes. And dental is actually getting stuffed, and it is getting 30, so that we can round this out to 450. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 50. I just like it better than a random. I think it was 420 before, so I don't know. It just feels better when it's in increments of 50. Home renovations is getting a 20. I say that and then I put $20 in something. Well, and it now has 520. Emergency fund is getting skipped. Our camper is getting a 10. And we're going to take these 2 ones out. So it now has 50, 65. Tech is getting a 10 as well. It now has 50, 70, 80. Month ahead has $1 in it. I'm just gonna take that out. Doesn't need to be there. And so that one is obviously getting skipped. Our moms are getting a 5. And it now has 100, 50, 55, 60. And that does it for long term. Moving on to the boys binder. Harrison, as always, is getting a 5. And they now have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70. So 270 in Harrison. And Harrison's college is also getting a 5. He has 1, 2, 325. And both boys have the same amount in their envelopes, so I'm just gonna throw 5s in here. So Benson will have the exact same amount as Harrison. Christmas is also getting a 5. We now have 1, 2, 3, 400, 10, 15. So 415 in Christmas for the kiddos. Clothes is getting skipped. I guess I can tell you how much it has. Wait a minute. Has 115. It's been at 115 for a couple months. And birthdays, it's getting a 5. It now has 100, 20, 40, 45, 50. So 150 in birthdays. Sports is getting stuffed today, and sports is getting a 10, and it now has 25. We're gonna have to order soccer pictures. They are on Saturday after their first game, so we're gonna have to pay for that and those. And school fees is also getting stuff today, and it is getting a 5. It has 50, 75. Cool, that does it for the kids. Moving on to our miscellaneous binder. Hogan's not getting anything. I think I am not getting anything, but this has $10 in it. I'm gonna take that 1 out. Come on. Come on. There we go. Birthdays. This is starting up for next year. I think our next one is in January. So birthdays is going to get started with a 5, and we'll see how we do. Oops. This is so slippery. Christmas is also getting a 5. And it has 100, 200, 300, 50, 70, 80, 85. So 385 in Christmas for everyone but the kids in our family, basically. Miscellaneous holidays is getting a 10, and it now has 20, 40, 50. Anniversary is getting $50. Last night we reserved our hotel for our anniversary, so that's exciting. We're gonna have plenty of money, and we should have some money left over for dinner or whatever we're gonna do. So I am excited, and I'm just kind of beefing this thing up so that we have as much available as we can, and if we don't use it all, we'll put it toward next year. So we have 500 in the bank, 6, 7, 800, 50, 70, 90, 910, 930, 935. So that feels, I put that wrong. There we go. That feels really good to have almost $1,000 in there, even after we took out money for the football game. So I'm very excited about that. Gifts is actually getting stuff today. You guys, I love having extra money because like I get to stuff things that I don't normally get to stuff. So we're getting 25 in gifts. So we now have 20, 40, 45, 50. So that should be good to go. And then clothes is never getting stuffed. I put it in there and then I never stuff it. So all done with those today. So let's see what we have here in our singles that we pulled out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have $10. So let's go ahead and we'll pull our savings challenge binder and put away these ones. Is it open? Yeah, it's open. Good, open. Okay. So we'll put these $10 in here, and we'll kind of just start that sucker back over. And I'm just going to set this to the side, and let's go ahead and do my wallet before I get too excited, because I should have left that open. That was kind of dumb, but there we go. Because we do have some money left over from our wallet. We have 10, 15, 16, 17. So let's go ahead and put these away in our denomination challenges. So we're actually putting $12 toward ones. We are putting $5 into the $5. And we are going to put $1.10 into our $10. So that kind of gets us started once again, and we'll see how we do next week. So in our wallet, we're going to put our $45. It's our usual denominations in there. You would think I would remember what they are. We do 120, 110, 2 5s, and these 5 ones. So it should be 45. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So I'm trying really hard not to buy lunch. So I'd like to let this, I don't know, not be used essentially. So this should be our 225, or sorry, not 225, 255 that we took out of our savings challenges last week, and we're going to reallocate them not into 6 different challenges, but just 3. And hopefully we'll get them done sooner. So we have Girls Just Want to Have Funds, which is a 300, and I did all mixed ones instead of the fixed bills. You know, like some of them are just $10 bills at a time, or 20s or 50s. So these are all mixed. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. But Girls Just Want to Have Funds should equal up to $300. More Money, More Honey should be $400. And Show Me the Mooney should be $500. And so there's no like planning that went into these denominations. It was just some of each. So we're gonna have to, I guess, just be challenged and see how we can make this work with the denominations that we have. So let's start with Girls Just Want to Have Funds, and then we'll kind of go from there. I'd like to see, pull my calculator over here, if we can do like 1 in each category. So if we did a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, that would be 75. No, just 75. So let's try that. I mean, why not? So 20, 5, hold on. 5, 10, just do it this way. 15, 20, and 25. So that's a mess. But, so 20s, 10s, and 5s. Oop, I'm sorry, guys. So this should be 75. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75. So let's try that, and because we've got a lot of money to push, but I don't want to put it all in one, you know, so let's just try that and get 1 of each. And I'm not a colorer, y'all know this, so I'm just going to squiggly it in and see how it goes. Okay, so look at that. We're a quarter of the way done. So let that dry a little bit. Okay, and then if we do the same here, so we have 5, 15, 25, and 35 is 80. What's 75 plus 80 is 155. So that's over half. So this might work out. Let's do it. So 5, oops, that's not supposed to be there. 5, 15, 25, and 20, 35. Okay. Okay. Oh, so let's see if this is 80. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So that works with that one. So let's squiggle in these little icons. Cool. And then what's left over should be $100. This is not as like organized as those ones are. So we have 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So I guess let's just, I don't know. We'll try and do it. Okay. So we have $100. Let's do some of the big ones because I'm probably not as likely to be able to do big ones. So let's do a 30. You guys can see that. Let's do a 25. So that takes my 20s. Ooh, here's a 35. Do I have enough? Okay, I have just enough to do 35. And I have $10 left, so let's do just a 10. Okay, so it's not as pretty, but it works, and that's all that I care about. So, let's organize these. Not that it matters, but you know, why not? Okay, so that reallocates all of our savings challenges, not necessarily equally, but mostly equally. So that's really exciting. That kind of takes care of the, predicament I was in. So with being a quarter of the way done with this one, being a fifth of the way done with this one, and then also being a fifth of the done with this one because it's 500 and we put $100 in there. That I feel good about that. So I think that will be easier. It's still going to take me a long time to finish them, and I'm okay with that. Because I only put about, $20, $25 a paycheck, like a normal paycheck when I don't have excess income. I'm only putting about $20, $25 a week in there. So it's still going to take me a long time, but I know I have $250 if I need to do what I did last week again and take it out and pay for something, So I'm okay with it. And I appreciate your guys' help, and thank you so much for watching the video. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We are hopefully on our way to 800. We're really, really close, and eventually over to 1,000. I was thinking about doing, obviously I can't do a whole lot, but I'd love to do a little bit of a giveaway for all my subscribers and my supporters. I really appreciate you guys watching and supporting, leaving me encouraging comments, especially when we have really tough unstuffings like we did last week, and all the support with, Alex and everything that we've been going through. So thank you, everybody. I will look into kind of how that works with doing giveaways, and I'll start saving up for it so that we can do maybe a $25 or $50 gift card is kind of what I'm thinking. So please let me know if you guys would be interested in that by subscribing, because it will be one of those things where you have to be subscribed. So let me know what you think, and hit that subscribe button, give me a like, give me a comment, let me know what you guys think, and we will see you guys next week for our next paycheck. Thanks, guys. Bye.